3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
319!
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's when you almost never see at this level a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
58!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. Two's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said. It actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Rodgers again now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And again, it's Rodgers. And his pass incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, where y'all going?
Now Cohen. And he'll have the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And taken right at the 35. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Rodgers now on first and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Second and 10 now from the 27. They run a draw here on second down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. They try again with Cohen. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
That's fine. Yeah. 26.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there in the final minute. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 30, the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it, and he's got it. Unbelievable. It's over. They win it, and they are headed to the Super Bowl. Sometimes it comes down to one final play, a dramatic, dramatic finish to this one.
And no player will ever admit to, hey, this is how I want to win a game. But behind closed doors at night as they're going to sleep, they do think about those dramatic endings. And how about that one? Go up and get it, Hail Mary, and sprint to the locker room with a victory that you didn't look like you were going to get.
That is the epitome of the highest high and the lowest low in the game of football. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year?